Very good evening to my dear students. I can see quite a lot of queries here. Being in the admissions for almost like 16 years by now, let me first of all give some what do you say? It's not a tips and tricks, but it is basically the understanding about the complete admission process. Every year I get quite a lot of queries asking, my rank is this is my rank. I have got 10,000 rank, or I have got 12,000 rank. And what are the chances of getting into CSE in any one of the campuses? So let me tell you the basic logic behind this. So just assume that last year we had 50,000 students writing the entrance examination. And we had 5,000 students who applied only through JEE. This year it has increased. It has increased more. And we don't know how many will register for this CSAP. That's the first thing. We don't know how many will opt for which branch. We don't know how many will accept the admission offer, and we don't know how many will cancel. So the only request here is, you are not going to lose any money, because if you are not getting any allotment, we will refund the whole 5,000 rupees. If you want to cancel the admission at any stage before the commencement of the classes, even then we will refund the fees you have paid. So my earnest request is to always try for the chance. It is not only for the Amrita counseling process. Wherever you go, my suggestion is, don't go by prediction. Never go by prediction, and never go by the last year trend. It is always good to understand, but don't focus into that fully. You must always go with the current trend and the maximum ways in which you can grab the best academic preference. So that said, let me start. So we at the Directorate of Admissions of Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham, we welcome you for the session today. And it is called as a Centralized Seat Allotment Process. It is CSAP. Why is it called as centralized? Because all the campuses, that is Amaravati, Amrutapuri, Bangalore, Chennai, and Coimbatore, these campuses come under the CSAP, and all the campuses having BTech programs, it is a centralized seat allotment process. There is no separate counseling. There is no separate seat allotment process for each campus. That's the first thing. Second thing is, the end-to-end process of admissions is completely handled at Directorate of Admissions. That is, starting from the application processing, conduct of the examination, publication of the results, then conducting the centralized seat allotment process, and final admissions. Everything is conducted by Directorate of Admissions. And let me tell you one important thing, that we don't have any agents. I get calls from the parents saying that they have paid some money somewhere, and somebody asked to send the money through WhatsApp, or somebody gave the bank account and asked to remit money. Sometimes it is 25,000, and they agreed, or they said that we will get you seat at Amrita. No, we don't have such persons. The only way to grab the seat is through the online portal, that is Amrita online admission portal. And the one is through the way to grab it is only through the CSAP, Centralized Seat Allotment Process. And please don't contact anybody else other than the admissions office. And let me tell you one thing, those who are staying in Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, etc., they can always come down to the campus. I would always request, rather than simply calling, just visit the campus once, talk to the admission people in each of the campuses, and try to clear maximum doubt as much as possible. So that is the earnest advice to begin with. And the only way to pay the fees is through the same platform. There is no other platform. There is we never collect fees through, or payment through WhatsApp or any other payment gateways. The only way is to see your allotment, just like you registered for CSAP. You will also get the allotment status after each and every round in CSAP, and then you will be given the provision to accept and pay the fees. So there is no other platform, no other gateway to pay the fees for BTech admissions. So first important thing is the counseling process or the centralized seat allotment process is fully online. We started this way back in 2019, and this is the 4th year we have implemented the centralized seat allotment process. Now it is for all the campuses, for all the BTech programs, and anybody who wants to get a seat in BTech program, they must go through centralized seat allotment process. And there are several processes, very simple process, and most of you might have completed the first one, that is the registration. There is registration, there is seat allotment process, and the payment of the fees, and everything is online. And again, let me reinstate, there are no third parties, there are no agents, and it is fully online. And I request all the students parents to go through the seat allotment instructions and the information handbook posted in the website. And we will also be sending this video today after this session, along with this PowerPoint presentation to all the parents and candidates, to make sure that you are aligned with this process. It is not a complicated process, it is a simple process, but yes, there are some complexities or some difficulty to understand this sliding process, which I will explain this very clearly so that you can exercise that during the counseling process. So as you know, as we have posted in the website, these are the branches we offer: aerospace engineering, artificial intelligence and data science that we introduced this year, automation and robotics engineering, civil engineering, chemical engineering, computer science engineering, computer science and engineering with artificial intelligence, computer and communication engineering, computer science and engineering with cyber security, electronics and communication, electrical and electronics engineering, electronics and computer engineering, electrical and computer engineering, mechanical engineering, and the newest one is robotics and artificial intelligence. So we always keep in touch with the industry. We have a huge industry academia interaction, and we keep updating the curriculum. Then syllabi is always updated. Once in 3 years we update, and that is how the new programs come in. And the curriculum is also updated so that the students are ready to get a job after the placement. That is probably in the 3rd year or 4th year. And you can see on the right-hand side, you can see the campuses and which all are the programs offered. This is always available in the website, as well as in the information handbook we have uploaded in the same page, amrita.edu/BTech. So one of the important aspects here is there are 2 aspects to an admission process. One is the eligibility and the criteria that you have to satisfy irrespective of whether you got the admission or not. Second is the selection process. So there are 2 things. One is the eligibility and satisfying eligibility and criteria. Second is the selection process. So what is eligibility criteria? Eligibility criteria is you must have the education qualification 10+2, and we demand PCM, physics, chemistry, mathematics, not less than 55 in each of these subjects, but aggregate must be 60. And you must be, your date of birth must be on or after 1st of July 2002. So you can, I think more important is educational qualification. Why we are demanding such, higher, no, I won't say higher. The reason is most of the companies. So now you are talking about admissions, but we are thinking about your future. And what happens when any company comes for the recruitment, they will always ask for the consistency of your marks from 10th, 12th, and BTech. Even some dream companies, they will ask for the semester-wise SGPA. It is not CGPA, semester-wise the grade point average, to make sure that you are consistent throughout your academics. So that is more important, because sometimes our placement, the average placement goes up to 10 lakhs to 12 lakhs. And those companies will definitely demand this. And this is the only way to establish that a candidate or a student has very good academic credentials. And it is not just about the marks, it is more about your understanding. And mind you, one more thing, let me tell you, it is not about the CGPA also, it is also about your skills. But this will give the company an impression that you have the fundamentals of any program you pursue, the basics of the program you pursue. So this is very important. And what is selection process? Selection procedure is you must have either AAA 2023 rank or JEE Mains 2023 rank. That is the common rank list rank. You have that in the JEE scorecard. So these are the two important aspects in admission process. One is the eligibility criteria. Most of you might have this because the students who attend the +2 will definitely have 60% aggregate in PCM and 55% minimum in physics, chemistry, mathematics individually. Second is, and all of you have attended AAA, or you have a JEE Mains 2023 rank. So which means that either you can get through AAA rank, or you can get based on the JEE Mains 2023 rank. So let me tell you one thing. I have both the ranks. I have both JEE Mains 2023 rank and I have AAA rank also. How is my selection process? So the software is built in such a way that you will get, or I will get, my highest academic preference based on these. Suppose, let us say, I am getting 5th academic preference based on JEE 2023 rank. The software will check if I am eligible, or is there any vacancy in your first preference, second preference, third preference, and fourth preference based on AAA rank. Let me repeat. If I have two scores, that is JEE 2023 Mains as well as AAA rank, so I am eligible to try through both these windows. And now the software will check which is the best academic preference that can be given either with AAA rank or with JEE Main score. So assume that I am getting 5th academic preference, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th academic preference with my JEE score. The software will now check if I can be allotted the first, second, third, or fourth academic preference based on the AAA rank. So applying with both the score is always advantageous. If you have only AAA rank, you will get only through the AAA window. If you have only JEE Main score, you will be considered only with the JEE Main score. So there are two important aspects. One is the eligibility criteria, and second is the selection process. Now, this is how the allocation of seats happens. 70% of the seats is based on AAA rank, and 30% of the seats is based on JEE Main score. So what happens is 30% is completely reserved for the candidates with JEE score. 70% is completely reserved for the students with AAA score. So the advantage here is if you have both the scores, the chances of getting the best academic preference is always higher. So that is why allotment in CSAP will be made taking into the consideration of the best rank among both. So we'll consider both the AAA rank as well as JEE Mains. Based on that, the software will allot. Now, you might have observed the differential fee structure based on the rank scored. See, why we do have the differential fee structure? The reason here is meritorious students or top ranked students will get the scholarship benefit. And that is there in each branch. It is not just in one branch, but on all the branches across all the campuses. But you will have to maintain a specific CGPA in order to maintain that slab. And that is very crucial. Again, coming back to the same point, when you come to the placement, your academic records will be scrutinized by the companies. They will ask for the report. Every candidate, every student undergoing the placements will have to go through this academic scrutiny. So what happens is if the company feels that somewhere your performance is down, or you are not able to perform in any of the semesters, any one or two of the semesters, they may give priority to the students having the consistent performance. So this is very important. So that is why the scholarship will also come along with a small challenge to remain with the same CGPA, or the CGPA ruled by the university, like 8.5 CGPA, 7.5 CGPA, etc. So you will be given the terms and conditions at the time of admissions. This is for your benefit, not for our benefit, because it is you who are able to get the job, not us. So that is very important. So you must understand how the differential fee structure works. And the allotment is fully automated. There is no human intervention here. And it is based on the options you have given at the time of registration. So this is all about the annual fee structure as well as the scholarship, and what will happen once you join the BTech program at Amrita, what kind of CGPA you will have to maintain. So this is very important for you. So you can see the fee structure here. You can see scholarship fees, slab 1, slab 2, slab 3, slab 4. And there are certain percentage of seats earmarked for in each slab, which will definitely be decided during the CSAP rounds. So never ever assume that in the trial allotment round 1 or round 2 it is finalized. No, you will have to wait till the last round, that is round 3. That alone will help you to conclude, okay, this is my best option. This is the maximum best option which I can get. The rest of the sliding, the rest of the change in the fee slab, that will happen only after the paying the complete fees. And if there are any vacancies available, then you will be getting the lower scholarship fee slab. But at the time of during the counseling or during the CSAP rounds, first round trial allotment, second round is not the final conclusion. The final conclusion is only at the last round, which I will explain now. So what is the first step in CSAP? In the very first step is registration. And to ensure that you are completely registered, you must have all these documents uploaded. One is the qualifying education mark sheet. Enter all the details in the academic section, especially the +2 studied state, because students who are from the home state where the campus is located. Let us say for Kerala students, Amritapuri is given more importance. For Tamil Nadu students, Chennai and Coimbatore is given more importance. For Karnataka students, it is Bangalore campus. And for Amaravati students, it is Andhra Pradesh. I mean, Andhra students is Amaravati. So +2 studied state is very, very crucial for your allotment. And let us assume that if you are doing by mistake or intentionally, you are entering a wrong state, you will be caught at the time of admission. When you bring the documents, then your admission will stand cancelled. Any error in entry, marks or state, admission will stand cancelled when you come for the document verification, because this is online and we are not verifying the document now. We are verifying only the JEE main score. Rest everything will be verified only at the time of admission. When you have to come to the campus, you have to present all the original documents. Then in case if you find any discrepancy, then it will be a cancellation of admissions. So all these things are very, very crucial for you. Now, what all are the phases in centralized seat allotment process? One is registration. You log in with the credentials, verify the OTP, then you fill the academic preference. Second phase is seat allotment. Seat allotment is you have the trial allotment, first allotment, second allotment, and third allotment. Next is whenever you are allotted a seat, make the partial tuition fees. Pay the partial tuition fees. And you wait for the next rounds. And mind you, we will refund the money in case if you don't want to pursue that with that branch. You don't want to continue with that branch or whatever is allotted, we'll refund the money. We will not be holding the money at all. And what do you mean by academic preference? Academic preference is nothing but a combination of campus and a BTech branch. So the best example is Chennai campus with cybersecurity. So one is the name of the campus. You choose the name of the campus, then you choose the corresponding program offered in that campus. A combination of both these will give you an academic preference. So academic preference is the most important component when you fill the choices during the time of registration. So most importantly, what is the kind of priority you have? So this is a very interesting and a bit of confusing part here. The reason why I am saying is you can submit up to 42 academic preference, mind you, 42. Why? Because you can choose every branch, each and every branch in every campus. So you have to decide what should be the priority. I would suggest branch must be the priority. The reason is we have the entire curriculum in a centralized mode, in the sense that every BTech branch in all the campus will follow exactly the same curriculum, exactly the same model of assessment. And faculty members are also equally qualified. Of course, there may be some differences between 10%, 15% difference might be there, but overall, it is exactly the same. When you graduate and when you appear for the placements, even the placements are also centralized. So what is more important is the branch you choose, because that must be your passion. It has to be based on your passion. Not somebody told you that, okay, you join computer science, or your relative said that, okay, you join computer science, or your parents' friend told that you join computer science. No, it is not so. It must be based on your passion. You still have 5 days left, not 5 days. I think you have 1 more week left. You still have time. You do a very proper online study, online research, and find out what you want to be. Just the best example, I would say, the best exercise I would say is go to the website and see which all branches. You list down your branches. First option, second option, third option, fourth option, fifth option. I would suggest always have multiple options. Never go with single option. No. You have 5 options. You study about these 5 different branches online. You can find out various career opportunities. What is it that you want to learn, or what all are the subjects to be learned, etc. And then decide what must be the priority. Then you think what is best for you, like which campus is best for you. Never ever think that this campus is good, this campus is bad. No. Of course, there are differences in the locations. There are differences in the way the campuses are projected, etc. But ultimately, your future is not just the campus. It is also about the academics, curriculum, etc., which is the same across all the campus. And you must always think for the future. It is not just now 2023 you are joining BTech program. No, you must have a very good clarity, because you all are expected to be future problem solvers. Engineering is all about problem solving and innovation. So mind you, this is the important stage in your life where you decide, okay, let me think for the next 5 years. So being in this profession for the past, 15, 20 years, I never thought that some platform like ChatGPT will overtake and come and take over most of the jobs. So that is how the things are changing. That is how the technology is evolving. So you must always think about the future. Think for the next 5 to 10 years and do some online research on various career opportunities in each branch and domain. And never go by others' opinion. Even if you want to listen or go by others' opinion, you must still do some online research because it is your responsibility. And finally, you always have to solve a problem. And this is one of the important problems for your life, for your career. So be a problem solver. Take an informed and conscious decision. Okay, moving to the phase 1. I'll be sharing this PPT with you. So you don't need to take down the notes because anyway, we'll be sending the PPT. So registration for the CSAP will be closing it by something like, 5th of June, because 5th of June, we will stop it for the trial allotment. So that is why anybody who is registering between 5th of June, 5 p.m. and 8 p.m., they will not be considered for the trial allotment. They will be considered only for the first allotment. And the ranks are already published. The registration fees is 5,000 rupees to be paid online. It is non-refundable in case if you are allotted a seat. It is refundable only if you are not getting a seat during the 3 rounds of allotment, CSAP. Probably before 1 week of the final round, we'll be closing the registration for CSAP. Now, the decision is completely yours when to register or what kind of branches to be given. And it is important, you must do it during the registration time only. Few more pointers here. One is a certain percentage of seats. That is what I had stated that, let us say somebody hailing from Tamil Nadu, they will have more chances of getting into Chennai and Coimbatore. Somebody hailing from Karnataka, they will have more chances of getting into Bangalore campus. Somebody from Kerala, they will have more chances of getting into Amritapuri, and same with Amaravati. So, it is called as something called a state quota and open quota. Whenever you enter the academic preference, enter at least one academic preference. And the maximum is 42. As I said, academic preference is a combination of campus and the BTech branches offered in each campus. Now you just cannot repeat exactly the same academic preference, whatever you have entered already. And once you enter, you will have an option to edit it only after the publication of the trial allotment. Because trial allotment will give you an idea on what are the chances of getting into any of the options, or what are the chances of getting any of the options I had submitted during the registration. So that is the trial allotment, and it is a very good exercise because you will understand whether I'll get any of the academic preferences, or if at all I get, what is the probability of getting the highest one. And let me tell you one more thing. Trial allotment is only an indication. There are very good chances that you will be pushed towards the higher preference, because not all of the students will accept the admission offer. So those who are not accepting the admission offer, they'll be removed from the first round, and those who are below, they will be given the chance. That is why I said, always take a chance. Always take a chance and try to get the best academic preference, staying in the CSAP till the end. So this is trial allotment. It is published for the students to understand the possibility. It is not a guarantee of admission, and it is not guaranteed that exactly the same academic preference will be allotted in the subsequent rounds. No. And you can always change. once you get the trial allotment, once you see the trial allotment and see the branch and the campus you have got, then you can decide whether I want to change or not. And in the same portal, you can always print. You can download the copy of the academic preferences, whatever you have submitted, and keep it for your reference. So you can do some permutation combination after the trial allotment is viewed, and then you change it if required at all. So there are 3 rounds in CSAP. Apart from trial allotment, there are 3 rounds in CSAP. And the first status, whenever an allotment is made, the very first status is accepted status. So now we are actually into the CSAP. And in the round 1, there will be candidates who are allotted the seat, and those who want to accept the offer, like I am accepting whatever offer I have been given now at this point. Accepting doesn't mean that you must take the seat. No. Accepting only means that you are accepting the current offer, and that accepted state is given only once you pay the partial tuition fees. Why we call it as partial tuition fees is because in case if you are confirming this admission, you need to pay only the balance fees of the tuition fee. Whatever is the remaining fees, that alone you need to pay. So that is why it is called as partial tuition fees. It is not additional deposit or caution deposit. It is only the part of the tuition fees you are expected to pay in case if you confirm. So accepted status is given only once you pay the initial partial tuition fees. So I got the offer. I paid 1 lakh. My status is now considered as accepted status. Now, what is the next step? Very, very important step. It is called as opting for the higher option. It is called as sliding. Opting for the higher academic preference is called as sliding. So I got the 5th academic preference in round 1. Now, I want to try if I am able to get the higher academic preference. That is either first one or second one or third one or fourth one. I want to try. In order to try, you must pay 1 lakh. And in case if you don't want, this 1 lakh will be returned. So which means that we are not holding any money back. You'll be getting the refund. Again, let me tell you, you must try. So you paid 1 lakh. I want to try for the sliding option, that is moving towards the higher academic preference, and then wait for the next round. Now, you have to make this payment before the specific date. That will be announced when we announce the first round of allotment. Okay, now we are in round 1. Trial allotment is over. In the first round, you may get an allotment, you may not get an allotment. If you are getting an allotment, you must be ready to accept that offer and wait for the subsequent rounds to see if I am getting a higher academic preference. And you will be considered in the next round only if you pay 1 lakh, not otherwise, because we don't want non-serious students to be in the next round. We want only students who are interested in joining Amrita, or we want only students who are confirming, or they really want to join. This is where I said, there may be, let us say we are allotting 100 seats. And the 100 offers are made and only maybe 70 students will pay 1 lakh. So I'm just saying the figure. Let us assume that we offered 100 seats, 100 admission offers. 70 students took made the payment of 1 lakh. Now there is 30 remaining. So the next set of students will be given an option in these 30 seats. That is what I'm saying. So never lose a chance. You must always try. And that is why taking a chance through the CSAP will give an experience. And I'm sure that if you have that, what you say, I won't say it is luck, but by chance you're getting a fairly good branch, then you accept it. So round 1 is over. Now, what is there in sliding? There are 3 important sliding options. So this is where I said it may be a little confusing, but this is for the flexibility and favor of the children, the students who want to pursue B.Tech at Amrita. So this software, the options are so flexible that sometimes you may feel that it is complex. So I got the first academic, in the first round, I got 5th academic preference. Now, this is assuming that this is the options we have given. In round 1, I got my 5th option. You see, the 5th academic preference. That is Coimbatore Computer and Communication Engineering. That is my 5th choice. Now, that happens in round 1. And what I'm supposed to do, I have to accept by paying the initial amount. So your status is accepted status. Once you pay, your status is accepted. Now, what I did, I gave sliding option. There are 3 options. One is move to any higher academic preference. So I got 5th academic preference. So I want to move to any higher academic preference, irrespective of the fees. I am ready to pay any fees. So that is the first option. Move to any higher academic preference. Second is move to a lower fee slab, but the same option. Let us say somebody hailing from nearby to the campus. Let it be Chennai campus or Amaravati campus, Amritapuri, Bangalore, any campus. Somebody from the nearby district or proximity to the campus, near to the campus, they are okay with 5th academic preference. But they still want to try for a lower fee slab. For example, in round 1, I got Computer and Communication Engineering. I stay at Coimbatore. I don't want to go for the higher one. I am okay with this branch. And I got the 3rd fee slab. 3rd fee slab is something like 3,50,000. And I cannot afford to pay that fees. I want to see if exactly the same branch is given to me, but with a lower fee slab. Let me repeat. If I am getting exactly the same branch allotted to me in a lower fee slab, that is the second sliding option. Move to a lower fee slab with the same option. I want to remain in exactly the same academic preference. I don't want to go up, but I want to try if I can get a lower fee slab. Third is more important. First was go to any higher academic preference irrespective of the fee slab. Second was I want to be in the same academic preference but with a lower fee slab. Third is I want to move up, that is from 5 to 4 or 3rd or 2 only if I am getting exactly the same fee slab or a lesser one. So for example, somebody got or I got the 4th academic or 5th academic preference with second fee slab. With the second fee slab, I want to try a higher academic preference only if the higher academic preference fee slab is exactly the same or lower. Let us assume that there is no such option. There is no vacancy in any of the lower fee slabs in higher academic preference. You will remain there itself. You will not be losing the seat. You will remain there itself. So let me give you one more point, that whenever you opt for sliding and a branch that you wanted to be opted for at the time of sliding is allotted in the second round, whatever you are holding, that will be lost. So you are holding 5th academic preference in the first round with 3rd fee slab, and you want to go up, and you got 3rd academic preference, not 5th, 3rd academic preference and 3rd fee slab, then this is gone. You will be standing here, and you can wait for the 3rd round in CSAP. So this is how sliding works. I'll just go through it once more. Round 1 is the first allotment, where you will be getting at least one of the branches, whatever you have opted for, one of the academic preference, whatever you are opted for, most of the candidates will get. And you want to try for a better academic preference, in the 2nd and 3rd rounds, you will have to pay 1 lakh. And your the status will be changed as accepted status. Now you opt for sliding. And what is sliding? Sliding is moving from the current academic preference, whatever has been allotted, to a higher one. And there are 3 options. One is move to any higher academic preference irrespective of the fee slab. Move to a lower fee slab, retain by being in the same option. Move to a higher academic preference only if the fee is lower. These 3 options are very, very important. You will be having at least 1 week to decide this and take a wise, informed decision. This must be given at least before the last day to pay the fees. It is very important. So you can have a calculation. You may feel this as a complicated one, but let me tell you one thing. You will not find any other counseling process as flexible as this for any candidate. I can guarantee that. You can refer, you can check with any other counseling process. This is the maximum favor we can do to the students. And it is more flexible. Once you understand, it is more flexible. That is why we wanted to have such a session to explain how this process works. And for you to exercise this flexibility. Now, you have the academic preferences, you will move upwards. There is no concept of going down. You will move either you will remain in the same position, or you will move up. It all depends on how many students are above you and how many students have given different, or what is the kind of options others have given. As I said, there are 42 options a student can submit. And imagine, suppose if you are in 1000th position, those 999 candidates, 41 options, that is the probability. So nobody can predict, even I can't predict. So the only way is to take a chance. And do not get too much bothered about what I will get. Don't be anxious, don't be tensed. There is no meaning in getting tensed. The only way is to take your chance. Now we are moving to round 2. Sorry, stage 2. Now, assume that at least some of you got the first academic preference and first fee slab. You got the first academic preference and first fee slab. There is nothing more to be done in the subsequent rounds. So you can always accept and confirm So when you pay the partial tuition fees, your status is accepted. When you pay the complete fees, it is confirmed. And at any point of time, you can always confirm. Now, let us say I got the third academic preference. Third academic preference, not fifth, third academic preference. But I got in the lower fee slab. And I don't want to go up. I don't want to take a try. Because if I take a try, there is a chance that I may get a second fee slab in case I am opting for move to higher academic preference with any fee slab. I don't want to try. I can always try for the same fee slab. So you decide. That is why initially when I said you must have a minimum of 5 branch options so that the decision making is easy. Never ever think that any engineering branch is good. I know very well that all are jumping towards computer science. Everybody wants computer science. My simple logic, let me tell you a simple logic. In our country, I believe there are 12 to 13 lakhs of students attending JEE. Okay. Now, the students who complete their +2 may run to crores. And they may be joining some colleges, tier 1 colleges, tier 2 colleges, any institution. And you just imagine, just logically imagine, all these 10 lakh students are joining computer science in several colleges. And in our country, there is no, scarcity for the engineering colleges. There are quite a lot of engineering colleges. And almost all the engineering colleges now has computer science. Now, let me ask you a question. What will happen after 4 years? What will happen once these 10 lakh students joining computer science jump out from this college after the graduation? So all these are, that is why what I said, you must think for the next 10 years. And if you are choosing computer science, knowing all these factors, if you are still want to choose computer science, you must always think on what you will do in computer science. You must have a very clear, or we must have a clarity. Why I am saying is, you may say that it's only +2. No, it is not. Now the information and everything is available at your fingertips. You must take some time to go through, do some online research, go through some articles, see to it that you are aware of these facts. So that is why you must have at least 5 options in your mind. As I said, you still have time till 5th, or at least you can edit the preferences after the trial allotment. So we have already covered accepted and confirmed. Accepted is paying 1 lakh partial fees. Confirmed is paying the full fees. And you can confirm at any stage, especially to those students who got their first academic preference and first fee slab. Now, there are waitlisted candidates. I am not saying that, let us say, we have hardly 4,000 to 5,000 seats, and let us assume that there are 20,000 candidates registering, and we cannot allot to all of them. So there will be definitely waitlisted candidates. But in the second round, you will realize that there are quite a lot of students who don't want to pursue because they are not satisfied. So they will leave, and the next set of students will be given the opportunity. And these candidates will have an option to edit the academic preference at any point of time. And as I said, there is no concept of moving down from the already allotted academic preference. So I got 5th academic preference. In the second round, there is no concept that I'll go to 6th or 7th. No. No, allotment will stand cancelled if a candidate who has been allotted any of the academic preference, but the payment is not done on time. See, we cannot wait because we always have a large set of students who are already in the waiting list. So whoever is not paying the fees on time, we cannot accept, because we too have a limited space to manage these admissions, and we have to start the classes by end of July. So those who are not making the initial payment of 1 lakh, they will be out from the CSAP round. And in case if they are not paying the full fees, we will definitely refund the partial fees. We will collect the account details from you and then we will refund. So let me wrap up this session. CSAP registration is the first step. Filling of the academic preferences, payment of the registration fees. Second stage is the trial allotment, round 1 and round 2 allotment. Accept and pay the initial fees. Opt for sliding if you want. Round 3, you will have to confirm. Round 3, in case if you are getting the third academic preference in a specific fee slab, pay the remaining fees and confirm. So that's all about the session today. I hope you got some idea on how the CSAP works, because it is very important to understand the process, and we will be sharing this with you. There are complaints saying that I'm not able to get the admission personnel to talk. See, there is always the limitations. We cannot have 1,000 people to attend the calls. That is why we have multiple channels. One is use your query response system. And please avoid calling to get prediction. No. Because that will create more congestion, and those having genuine query, like they were not able to pay on time, they will not be able to talk to our admission staff. So try to avoid such predictive questions. Use toll-free number only. There are no mobile numbers. Try to email your queries as the last option. And finally, you can always step into any of the campuses to clarify the queries rather than talking to any outside person. That's it. Let me complete this session today. Thank you so much for the patient listening. And I hope that you got at least some idea about CSAP. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for that wonderful deliberation about CSAP process. I hope all the students now are very much aware what this CSAP process involves. Now, the main terms this counseling process revolves around is academic preference. Now they know what is academic preference. Now
just
they know
one more thing, Sudhir. See,
yes,
there are questions asking last date to apply, etc. See, what I have observed is, after to quite a lot of people who call me directly, the people whom I know, I have realized that they never go through the website. Whatever information you need, it is already there in the website. Like the important days, one thing. Second thing is the entire CSAP process. Third thing is the contact numbers, email IDs, branches, so forth, etc. It is already there in the website. So you must read those information in the website, download the handbook, print it and read it. Don't use mobile to read, print it and read, understand the process, because this is a decision-making process for the next 4 years. Then you ask the questions, not about last date, not about, whether I will get CSE at Amritapuri or not. No, that is not the way. You all are expected to be engineers. And the second thing is, you must be, you must have the skill to learn by yourself. So let us start from CSAP. Thank you.
Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you, sir. So that query also I was about to ask you regarding the last date and all, and it's already explained. And I know students, this is one of the most important decision of your life. And I suggest if any of you are now registering for CSAP, just take your time, open up a laptop or go to a net center. Try not to do it in mobile, because you need to elaborately do the process and submit the options one by one by checking the campus name and all. So I suggest do it from a computer. That will be helpful for you to look at whole screen and try to avoid any other confusions or try to avoid any mistakes that is going to happen if we are doing the process using a mobile. Okay, so I think now all the students are aware of the terms which we use in this counseling process. First one is the academic preference. Second one, what is acceptance? Third one, what is sliding? Fourth one, what is confirmed status? Thank you, sir, for explaining this counseling process and all these details with the video, the PPT, and the PDF handbook, which is there, will be mailed to all the registered candidates. One important advice I want to give to all the students before I end this session is, I know lot of people from my experience also, they will suggest that course is good, this course is good, that campus is good, this campus is good. But please understand the effort, hard work for the next 4 years is completely yours. If you are capable enough, if you are disciplined enough, if you are dedicated enough, then only pursue it. Because we see a lot of people struggle when they make the jump from higher secondary to UG. So they don't know what is there to learn from computer science. First, understand the curriculum. It's everything is beautifully explained in the website, or do your own research. So that's what I try to suggest to all the aspiring students today who are present. And thank you once again, sir, for gracing this event and explaining about this CSAP process. Thank you all. Hope you have a good day. We'll see you soon if any necessity